What is up? Welcome back to Gallon Sector. Or I should say, I should welcome myself back. I haven't been uploading on a regular basis. I've been inconsistent. I've been doing a lot of things, and I just wasn't ready to upload things, especially reactions. I see a lot of this stuff when I'm at work, and I try to hold off and see when I get home, but I got things to do when I get home, and I just want to watch trailers. I should wait, but sometimes I'm a fan. I'm a fan first and foremost, so I want to watch this stuff right away. But anyway, besides that, I got some movie news for you. And if you people already know about this, I'm going to talk a little bit more about my thoughts of this. Now, the DCEU, DC Comics Extended Universe, which is on the movies, basically, because they have television shows that's not connected to the movies, like Marvel's MCU, Marvel Studios, Universal, whatever. Cinematic universe, Marvel Cinematic Universe, like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the Inhumans, all that stuff is tied into the Marvel's biggest universe, even the Netflix series, the shows, although they haven't crossed paths yet. But anyway, the DCEU has said that their Shazam movie, that's been in the works for quite some time now, even a Black Adam movie with The Rock is in the works, but the Shazam movie is going to be the most lighthearted tone movie that they're going to make in this DCEU. And I was watching a Collider video, and they were having a discussion about that earlier today, that they think a lot of hardcore DC fans, DC comic fans, are going to probably have a problem with this. Maybe, not all of them, but some of them are going to have a problem because they like the darker tone that is these films that's been out so far. Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, Wonder Woman, Suicide Squad. Although Wonder Woman wasn't as dark and heavy as Batman vs. Superman was in Suicide Squad, and tone-wise. Now, dark visually, two different things. Because you have a movie that's dark visually looking, and it could just be the lightest. It has nothing to do with just any dark nature or dark humor or whatever. You know what I mean? So I think we need to really stop using dark tone and light tone and stuff like that for movies. But my feelings on that is, this is okay, this is cool. Now, I think they're going to do that because this movie revolves around a kid. Shazam in the comics was out for a very long time. He's basically just as strong as Superman with some other abilities. And I don't know, it's a kid who gets the ability to turn into Shazam. He's bestowed all these powers from these Greek gods, and it's like you have the speed of Hermes, you have the strength of Zeus and stuff like that. So it's really crazy, but since it involves a kid, I think they do want to go lighter. But you know what? My thing with Man of Steel was, I like Man of Steel. I don't like dark visually movies all the time. Not all of them, and especially comic book movies. Like, why do so many comic book movies have a big battle at the end, and it's dark, and it's gloomy, the skies is gray, you can barely see any of the background, it's not beautiful, bright, and vibrant. And from what I remember, the Justice League, whether it's cartoons, comics, yes, they do stuff at nighttime and it's dark, but a lot of times they do stuff in the daytime too. Like, that's my thing. It seems like almost like people use a dark setting to hide CGI. Like in Wonder Woman, when she took on Ares at the end, spoilers. I really would have liked if it wasn't so dark. It had to be nighttime. Did it have to be nighttime? Do the explosions look better when it's a black background or something like that? I don't know. But for me, I just don't favor that. Things like the Avengers, and let me just clear the record. Yes, I am more of a Marvel fan than I am DC, and that's comics. Superman, first comic book, first superhero I wanted to be, I idolized, looked up to, and everything like that. But the thing with that is, even Superman, I think most of us DC fans or Superman fans had big problems with Batman vs. Superman because he just was not Superman we come to know. And although we had so many different versions of Superman on television and in movies, and they were basically just what Superman was in the comics, some people might say, hey, I want the darker tone Superman. I want the, Superboy Prime, Superman Prime, and Kingdom Come, Injustice Superman. There's a lot of people who want that. I have friends that want that. But that doesn't, and you can have that. You can have a moody, more emotional, not just always optimistic, positive, truth, justice, and full of hope. He could be on the off end. He could flip off or something like that and go down the deep end. And that's fine, but does it have to be dark all the time and the sky's got gray clouds? They made Metropolis basically look like Gotham at nighttime in Batman vs. Superman. And what is that? Zack Snyder? Did he do that? Zack Snyder is great at what he does. To be honest with you, it's just that what he does isn't probably good for everything. Like, I mean, I want to see a Wonder Woman movie, not just light in tone, but just light settings. That's why I love when it was in Themyscira, and it wasn't nighttime and all the time and stuff like that. And that's my thing. That's my thing. But light-hearted movie, Shazam. Does that mean a lot of jokes? Does that mean a fun movie? A dark movie can be fun. I wish I could think of some examples right now. Shoot, I mean, I had fun with movies like Burn After Reading, dark comedies, but it's just superhero are fun, and that's why we got into them at first. As you get older and you mature, maybe you do like some of the darker tone stuff. Anything Batman, Nightwing, Batgirl, Catwoman, whatever, that stuff being dark is fine, because Gotham is a character in his own right in the comics almost, and it should be like in the movies and stuff. The Gotham City, the people who are residents there, the darn supervillains, the thugs, whatever, that should be darker. But Shazam should have a lighter tone. It shouldn't be dark all the time. Black Adam can be dark, but that should be lighter tone too. You know what I mean? I want to whatever. I'm just saying it's just Justice League. Everybody's different, and when they come together, usually it's one whole tone in the comics or cartoon or movies, animated movies. But everybody's different. The Flash, his comics got a different feel than Batman comics do, and Batman comics have a different feel than Superman. And Superman is almost the same type of feel as Flash. Wonder Woman has a different feel than all of them. Green Lantern definitely. Cyborg, whenever you see him, not really so much in his own comics, but on his solo adventures and stuff, different things like Teen Titans, but I mean, anything dealing with the Bat family is usually always dark, and there is a lot of dark characters and stuff. Marvel's dark. Have you ever read Weapon X? I mean, there's a lot of dark stuff in Marvel comics, but the cinematic universe, they started off giving you a lighter tone films, making them fun, have some dark moments, like Civil War. The third act, the fight between Iron Man, Captain America, and Bucky, aka Winter Soldier, it was very dark. Everything did with that was dark. You know what I mean? In its appearance and in its tone. And it had moments of that, but the whole film wasn't like that. You can do that stuff. I think it's perfectly fine for Shazam. It's just tricky pulling him off right, because Shazam is, just like Superman almost, and he was popular but never reached the heights of Superman, Batman, and stuff. You know what I mean? And you would think it would, but when you got to compete with somebody like Superman who already has all this big, humongous fan base, anybody who got powers on the same level as him or almost similar, it's not going to sell as well. People just like, hey, I just keep reading my Superman, because he has so much history behind him and stuff already. You're trying to introduce this new character who's just like him. Next, please. So it really doesn't work. But I think it will work good in this. And we need different films in the DCEU. I mean, like, if we get a lighter tone films, and then when they come together, it has the same feeling, whether it's light, some dark, or all dark, cool. But we need different types of films. Marvel has different types of films, and even the James Bond films have been different, but it's James Bond, and it can return back to what it was before, or it can go on a different route later on, because it's the same character, same universe, different actors. But things like that. I mean, I think it can work, and I don't think this is bad. I really got to see more of what's going on. Once we see the first trailer, and that's the thing. When you see the first trailer, it's too late. They already filmed the film, but they can do some, what do you call it? Reshoots and change a lot of the film. You know what I mean? That happens. I think after I see the first trailer, I'll start wondering. I'll start giving my thoughts on what I think it's going to be and how it's going to turn out. Because right now we don't have a script. We don't know nothing. You know what I mean? So we just know Shazam. Kid's going to get the powers, and the powers come from, thousands of years ago. And there's somebody named Black Adam where the powers first originated from. I think it's a good move for them. Do something different. Then they got a guy, I forgot his name, the director. He does a lot of horror pictures. Look it up. I don't know right now. You're going to have to look that up. I'm sorry, I forgot. But yeah, he does a lot of horror pictures, and he realized it's nothing like the films he used to do. But, give somebody a chance. I mean, there's not, oh gosh, Warner Brothers, I forgot. I ain't even going to speak about that. But that's my take on the most lighthearted film DC's going to do so far. Warner Brothers in his DCEU. Go ahead with it. We need different types of films in this. In this universe. The universe is big. It's not all the same, so we need different type of films. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Leave some comments. Let me know what you guys think. You know what I mean? Do you want to see a Black Adam movie too? Are you excited for Shazam? Are you Shazam fans? I know enough. I don't know too much about him. You know, they used to call him Captain Marvel at one point. That was funny. I found that out when I was young. But anyway, that's all I got about that. So come back and I'll see you next time.